Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we're looking at the S.H.I.E.L.D. 3-pack Dum Dum Dugan, Nick Fury Jr. and Sharon Carter. This is a pre-order that I completely forgot about until I got that shipping notification like, oh, it's getting ready to ship out. I'm like, oh, really? Cool. I forgot about that, but yeah, go ahead. No bio on the back. We do get some nice pictures of the characters. I'll try to find like which issues like each picture come from. But yeah, on the side you get some art of Nick Fury Sr. and then you get some Sharon Carter up there. I'm wondering if it's, yeah, there's Nick Fury Jr. on this side. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the review. Alright, and here they all are out of the package. Sharon Carter, Nick Fury Jr., and Dum Dum Dugan. Which one do I want to look at first? I think I will go with Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter would make her debut in the comics in Tales of Suspense number 75 in March of 1966. She is the niece of Peggy Carter and would follow in her aunt's footsteps in the field of espionage, becoming Agent 13 as a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. There are quite a few reasons why I wanted to look at this figure. First, and that is, oh man, this right here is the very first Marvel Legends Sharon Carter. It's bad. It's really, really bad. Look at this. Yikes. This is from, I want to say 2015. Yeah, it was the year after Winter Soldier, so it had to have been it was 2014, 2015. One of those years. This is from the Build-A-Figure Red Skull Onslaught wave, and yeah, you can just see just the face alone. That's it's pretty rough. And the body as well, it is pretty outdated. It's using the Age of Ultron Black Widow body, I believe. So yeah, it's pretty bad, which is why I was just so excited to finally get a like proper Sharon Carter. This one isn't entirely new though. It is reusing the Black Widow body from the Avengers 60th anniversary wave last year. So, but like, it's great reuse. You know, that's one of the best bodies Hasbro's ever put out, and I couldn't think of a more fitting character to receive it. Those butterfly shoulder joints, man, that's amazing. Where it differs from Black Widow, however, are those shoes. See, Black Widow had like some flat, her feet were flat, you know. These are actual like combat boots, combat shoes, whatever you want to call it. But it is very highly detailed, and I do like all the treads at the bottom, all the individual laces, very detailed. Kind of wondering why it didn't continue up just a little bit more. But yeah, for the rest of the figure, you pretty much get that same exact mold, just all white until you get up to the abdomen. Now, this piece, both reused from Black Widow. Can I bring her back in? Thank you. Yeah, as you can see, just the same torso piece. Again, I'm not complaining at all. This piece is phenomenal. And then the arms are exactly the same as well. Of course, you're missing the stingers right there. And the belt, too. I think this piece is brand new, this belt piece, because I've never seen any other figure with it. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. Oh, and there is some paint right here to like show some skin, I guess. Honestly, I could have done without that. I guess it's like accurate to the character, but I don't know. It just looks a little like weird, like out of place. It doesn't really match with the skin up here on the chest and the face. So yeah, I could have done without that, or perhaps with like better paint. But let me tell you, anything is better than this. This is just a travesty. Look at her, she's all hunched over. This is like just such a weird figure. It was even like bad at the time it came out. I remember people dogging on this one. So, I mean, I'll take this version any day. But yeah, you can see there is a whole lot of sculpted detail that is missing out here, but that's because this is using like an MCU mold. So, it's not really fair to compare the two sculpts. In terms of paint apps, I mean, obviously this one has to be the winner, right? They even painted in that little notch right there on the holster and the buckle right there. Ooh, two more right there, another one back there. I love my pouches. You guys all know this. And yeah, plenty of pouches here. Even on the zipper right here, even though it's hard to tell, because it's on white, there is silver for that zipper right there. It doesn't go all the way down, but yeah, it's there. Now that head sculpt, it's fine. It's fine. I've seen people say like it's what's it called? RBF, resting face. You can fill in the blank right there. Yeah, it's it's a face. I think it looks great. However, I was very eager to check something out. Here we have the Hellfire Club Emma Frost, and I've seen people online swapping this head onto here. So I wanted to see how well that would work. Ooh, yikers. Yeah, not a really good fit. It looks great. Dang, the hair is just a little too long. It kind of, oh no, actually, this kind of works. I'm kind of, I kind of, I kind of like it. Honestly, if the head was able to go down just a little bit more to cover up that neck and the skin tones were matched, this would be perfect. I would use this. Okay, pushing it down a little bit more on the side, it's kind of weird looking, but like from the front, like wow, this looks fantastic. This looks amazing. Like I might actually keep this head on here from now on. This looks amazing. It's oh man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Which head should I keep on? Should I keep on the vanilla head or should I leave the Sharon Carter head on? Because I'm really digging this. But yeah, for accessories, she comes with this smiling head sculpt with her hair down. And then one with her hair up in a bun. I kind of like this one more for Sharon Carter. This is more spy-like. And just that angry expression on her face. Yeah, definitely loving this. I think I'm going to do what I said earlier. Just leave that other head on Emma Frost and then leave this one on Sharon. But that's not all. She also comes with 2 fisted hands, 2 opened hands, and 2 trigger gripping hands, which are able to hold both of her pistol accessories. They're in a really bright silver color. Really love that. We get a whole lot of dark gunmetal gray guns, and yeah, just having a little bit brighter is pretty nice. You could just like imagine that it's chrome or something. Yeah, and these came out with the the Legendary Riders Black Widow, I believe, a few years ago. The one that came with a motorcycle. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I love these gun pieces, especially the one with the silencer. Kind of wish we had like 2 silencers, 2 of each. Yeah, they never pack these in, like 2 of, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm kind of getting lost now. It also comes with 2 firing effects. The one on the bottom being a little bit shorter than the one on the top. This one being a little bit more pointier, and it plugs in very easily. Like so, at the end of the guns. This one's not really fitting in for some reason. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it plugs in very easily. And a smoke effect for the ends of the gun's barrels. And it's kind of like a purplish color almost. But yeah, these pieces look nice. They are different from one another too. But going over articulation, the head is able to move up this far with the long hair and look down this much. And she also has a tiny bit of pivot and side-to-side movement. And with the bun, she's able to look up this much, go down that much. There is a small amount of pivot and some side-to-side movement. Her arm is able to move up this far and go back this much and go forward that much. She has upper arm rotation and upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow that's able to bend in this much. And she has your standard wrist articulation moving up, down, all the way around. And then with that diaphragm joint and that ab crunch, she's able to bend this far back, this far forward. And with that diaphragm joint, yeah, you're able to just move her all around. She has pivot, side to side movement. Then with that ab crunch, just move her backwards, forwards. Her leg is able to kick out this far, go out to the side this much, go back a tiny bit. She has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee that's able to bend up this much, and her foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and she has Now moving on to our next figure, it is Nick Fury, or Nick Fury Sr., as he's known now, created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Nick Fury would make his debut in Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos in issue number 1 in May of 1963. However, the modern-ish character, the one that we all know and love, the Master of Espionage, made his debut a few months later in Fantastic Four issue number 21. Nick Fury Jr., on the other hand, debuted in Battle Scars issue number 1 in November of 2011 and would become known as Nick Fury Jr. in Battle Scars issue number 6 in April of 2012. I think it is very cool that we got both versions of Nick Fury in this box set, and what's even cooler is that this body mold is entirely new. For a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, there is, of course, some reused assets. Not sure if these boots are reused or not, but I know these legs are the Vulcan mold right there. This belt, however, let's actually bring in the S.H.I.E.L.D. Army Builder. This one came out on Hasbro Pulse just a few years ago, and yeah, the belts are different. They are very similar looking, but they are different, including the holster as well. This one, just like Sharon Carter, has some pretty neat detail. There's silver on the buttons right there, on the buckles. Yeah, you can see it's just a shinier color. Really love that attention to detail. Even though you can't really see it that well, it is still pretty neat that they included that. And then going up, and I thought this, this, what do you want to call it? A bandolier? I don't know the name. Sorry, guys. I'm not that much of a gun guy. But no, it is different. I thought they were going to be very similar to each other, but they're really not. And of course, this one also has that painted in detail on the buttons, on the buckles, and that gun right there. It kind of bothers me when they mold guns into the sculpt that you can't remove them. That's a little annoying. However, yeah, I think it looks fine as is. Then here you get that S.H.I.E.L.D. logo on his arm. Yeah, this is definitely the Vulcan body mold arm. Let's bring in Black Panther. Yep, the same. The pants too. Yep, the same. Not bad. It is a very good sculpt. And then going down here, and there is some paint on that little wrist terminal. Very cool looking. And on the other side, no paint at all. But it is different sculpt from each other, which is really cool. And yeah, this whole chest piece, I'm almost positive, is brand new. I love that little ring up there, how it's painted in. And then going all the way around, it does give that like clothy impression with all the folds in it, especially down here on the lower back and on the stomach right here. Really, really neat. And I love the musculature of this figure. It isn't going like way too far. Like, let's say, where'd I put him? Where'd he go? Oh, he's been on the table this whole time. Yeah, you can see like this one was using the Bucky Cat mold, and I mean, it works if you're just like having them in the background, but dude, this new one, this is perfect. Now, going up to the head sculpt, this is Nick Fury Jr. I am absolutely loving just the amount of detail. If I've said it once, I'll say it again. Like, the head sculpts from Hasbro as of late have been absolutely phenomenal. They've been knocking it out of the park left and right. And this is no different. It looks so lifelike. It looks amazing. The lips, being painted in. And man, even the forehead up there, there's like a little bit of shadowing up there in the wrinkle. It is just so detailed out. Looks so great. And of course, that eye patch going all the way around the head. Kind of missed a little spot right there. But that's alright. I could probably fill it in with a pen later. Yeah, just a very good looking head sculpt. And then you get the Nick Fury senior head. This one looks amazing. I'm leaving this one on. This one looks so good. Don't get me wrong. The new junior head looks great as well. But this one, wow. They included like some 5 o'clock shadow going all the way down the face right there across the chin. The eye, man, the face is just so expressive. You can see the wrinkles right there. Just like, there's a bit of like rosiness too in the cheeks. And then the hair right here. Painted all gray, very even, and that eye patch looking great as well. Yeah, this head sculpt is phenomenal. He also comes with 2 fisted hands, a open hand, a pointing gun gesture, 2 trigger gripping hands, which is able to hold this pistol, and are able to hold these 2 pistols as well. This one having a very short clip, while the other has a longer one, as you can see right there. Nice detail. I think these came out with the Winter Soldier figure. But yeah, they look wonderful. And he also comes with this awesome machine gun piece. This is like kind of like the same one that came with that She-Hulk that she was breaking. I don't remember where this gun originates from, but yeah, it looks wonderful. And both guns have peg holes at the end, which you're able to plug these blast effects into, and these smoke effects as well. You're also able to plug in all the pistols into his little holster right here. This one doesn't really hold that well, but if you wanted to put, let's say, this one in here, you could. He also comes with a knife. But going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much, go down that much. He has like no pivot at all. There is side-to-side movement. His arm is able to move up this far, and it is able to go back this much and go forward that much. He has upper arm rotation and an upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow that's able to bend in this much, and your standard wrist hinge going down, up, all the way around. And he's also able to bend this far back with that ab crunch. He's able to bend this far forward. He does have some side-to-side movement with that waist swivel, and his leg is able to kick up this much, able to go out to the side that much, and go back a decent amount. He has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee that bends in this much. He has upper calf rotation, and his foot is able to move this far down, a tiny bit up, and he also has some. Now on to Dum Dum Dugan. This character also made his debut in Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, issue number 1, in May of 1963, and was also created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And this figure is more or less the same as Nick Fury, like pretty much from head to toe. It is just the same exact figure to the head sculpt itself. And yeah, it looks fantastic. Love that little mustache right there, a little twirly, and the bowler hat too. It's so goofy looking. I love it. And the orange hair looks fantastic as well. It is a lot brighter on camera, but it is pretty darker in person. And the eyes too, those look fantastic. I was wrong. They're not the same sculpt. Yeah, you can see the torsos are actually different. Dum Dum Dugan's is just a little bit bigger looking. This one has that butterfly shoulder joint, amazing. But you can see like the difference in the back. You can see the back. This one, he's a lot bigger back there. This one's a lot more lean. But they still managed to incorporate like that clothy, good effect into the sculpt, you know, with it being stretched out, folded. Looks wonderful. So yeah, I don't think the head will work so well on this one anymore, but I mean, that's an option. Yeah, absolutely love that. I love how different they are. I don't know why I didn't notice it at first, especially with him having 2 straps right here instead of just one. But yeah, that's another difference. The strap right there is a lot different. Very, very neat. Going over accessories, Dum Dum Dugan comes with 2 fisted hands, an opened hand, and a pointing hand, along with 2 trigger gripping hands, 2 pistols, one with an extended magazine, a machine gun, 2 firing effects, 2 smoke effects, and also a knife. You can also store the pistols in the holster on the side. Now on for articulation, the head is able to move up this much, go down that much. He has no pivot, but there is some side-to-side movement. The arm is able to move up this much, and go back this much, and go forward that much. He has upper arm rotation, and upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow that's able to bend in this far, and he has a standard wrist hinge going up, down, all the way around. Now for the abdomen, he's able to bend back this much, he's able to bend forward that much. He has waist swivel, allowing him to move side to side. He's able to kick out this far, go out to the side this much, go back a tiny bit. He has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee that allows him to bend back this much. He has upper calf rotation, and his foot, it's a little tricky. He's able to move this far down, this far up, and he has some. Now time for the size comparisons. Here is Sharon Carter next to 2 of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent army builders, Black Widow and Steve Rogers Captain America, Winter Soldier and Falcon, Black Panther and Iron Man, Red Widow and Cable, She-Hulk and Daredevil, Justice and Mark 20 Iron Man, Wolverine and Spider-Man, Darwin and Morbius, and finally Commander Gary and Spider-Ham. Here is Nick Fury next to both of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent army builders, Black Widow and Steve Rogers Captain America, the Winter Soldier and Falcon, Black Panther and Iron Man, Red Widow and Cable, She-Hulk and Daredevil, Justice and Mark 20 Iron Man, Wolverine and Spider-Man, Commander Gary, and finally Spider-Ham. Here is Dum Dum Dugan next to both of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent army builders, Black Widow and Steve Rogers Captain America, the Winter Soldier and Falcon, Black Panther and Iron Man, Red Widow and Cable, She-Hulk and Daredevil, Justice and Mark 20 Iron Man, Wolverine and Spider-Man, Darwin and Morbius, and finally Commander Gary and Spider-Ham. Alright, time for my final rating, my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give Sharon Carter here a final rating of 9 out of 10. I'm giving her a 9 out of 10. Why so high? I am just so happy that I don't have to pose this abomination on the display any longer. I can finally have an actual Sharon Carter and just fill out the rest of the S.H.I.E.L.D. display. Yeah, this is just a wonderful, wonderful inclusion. I love the body mold, love both of the head sculpts, and it comes with tons of accessories. Just a very fun figure to have. 9 out of 10. Now on to Nick Fury. I think I'm going to give Nick Fury a 9.5 out of 10. I love the ability to switch between both characters, you know, Nick Fury Sr. and Jr. That is such a fun play feature. Makes posing him a lot cooler because like you have more options of depending on which character you want. And he also comes with tons of great accessories as well. So yeah, definitely a 9.5 out of 10. And finally, Dum Dum Dugan. I think I'm going to give Dum Dum Dugan here a final rating of also a 9.5 out of 10. I love that body mold, how it's like just a bit bigger. I think it's perfect. And of course, something I forgot to mention is the belt too is different from Nick Fury. So yeah, there's that. And again, great accessories as well. And the head sculpt looks absolutely phenomenal. I think it's the best one in the set. I just love that mustache and that bowler hat. Just so cool. And yeah, so I'm going to give Dum Dum Dugan here a 9.5 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review. Sharon Carter would make her debut for Marvel Comics in the... You also have these two firing effects. This one, bottom on the one in the... Now on to Timothy. Two firing effect. Now going over articulation that has... But yeah, that'll do it for today's video.